Hi ladies, Ali here from Clear Skin and Wellbeing. So today I thought I would talk moisturizers. But before I do so, if you haven't subscribed, if you could subscribe, that would be great. What I talk on my channel is everything from skincare, hair, beauty and wellbeing. So without further ado, let's go on to moisturizers. So what is a moisturizer? Now, a moisturizer is something that is a cream base which you would use after preferably your serum. And what it does, it forms a barrier on the skin. Now, with your skin, you have something called let me just check, a transepidermal loss, which is basically the water within the skin sort of, you could say, evaporates, and it makes your skin feel dry, and it does, and dehydrated, leading to wrinkles and dryness. What a moisture does, it actually locks in the water retention within the skin. So whatever product you've had applied beforehand will keep within the skin rather than being absorbed back out. Now, there are lots of different types of moisturizers on the market and lots of different price points, to be honest. Now, a day moisturiser tends to be lighter in formulation than an evening, which is what you want, because you don't want to be layering upon layer and heavy product, so it tends to be lighter. When you do use a moisturiser, still use, very importantly, a sunscreen, 40 and above. So with different types of moisturizers, some actually do come with a sunscreen, which is quite useful because it's what I could almost say double bubbling, multitasking, does two at the same time. Now, the moisturizers, I've got two here, and I'm going to show you how I apply moisturizers. Now, the first one is a Lancome one. Now, before I start, I'm not sponsored at all. These are just products I do tend to have knocking around my house. Some I love more than others. The Lancome one I haven't used much of, but I do. It's got quite a perfume scent. It's quite nice. What I do is I use the Lancome on this side and my other product on that side. You can see I've already got some on there. So you just take with your moisturizer just a sort of small amount, and then just place it onto there. Now, with a moisturizer compared to a serum, when you have a serum, all the actives penetrate in deeper because the molecule is smaller. Now, with a moisturizer, the molecules are slightly larger, so they tend to sit on the surface of the skin, and that's why they do sit on the surface of the skin rather than absorbing. So, right, so we've got some moisturizer, and you would just pat it. You don't need to be doing that, no motions of that. You've already done that. You hopefully, when you've washed your face, cleansed and applied any other actives in. Now, moisturizers have lots of different ingredients in them. You can have ones with vitamin C if you need brightening, and also sort of helping out with the skin tone. You can have ones with, if you've got sensitive skin, something with cucumber, chamomile, aloe vera would be really good. For dehydrated skin, again, anything quite thick and creamy would be actually very good. Anything with hyaluronic acid, because the hyaluronic acid within the would actually help, plump out the skin and those wrinkles as well. Right, so I've done that. Never forget to do the neck. So as I say, I don't think it really matters so much on price point. You don't need to be buying the really expensive ones, although it depends what you prefer. Not so much, I don't think, yes, it's important, but if you want the actives within the skin, as I say, it's definitely the serums. Now that's the Lancome. It feels quite nice actually. Now the next one I'm going to use is one of my favourites. As you can see, it's well used, and this is Frankincense Intense Lift Cream, and it's from Neal's Yard. It comes in a 50-gram pot, and it is £55. But a little bit goes a long way. As you can see, I'm towards the end, but I've had it for a little while. Saying that, because it's more natural, they don't last as long as, say, a product like Lancome or some of the others, because it's more of a natural product. So always look underneath to see, you don't want it hanging around for too long, and always keep it in a dark place. I presume they have this colour blue for a reason, because it stops any light getting into it, so it helps protect it for longer, those ingredients. Now this one does contain frankincense and other essential oils as well, so it smells lovely. It's a tiny bit in the hand. Oh, the sun's coming out, looking lighter. And again, we just pat it. Now, I wouldn't go too far up to the eye, just about there. Really, you should have used, well, I like to use a serum up to there, or also an eye cream, but just a little bit there. Just you want to keep, again, that moisturizer, you want to lock it in. And again, on the neck. And so this is a slightly thicker cream. The only time I wouldn't use this Neal's Yard is if I've just, the frankincense, is if I've just done some derma rollering, because I just think with the essential oils it might be just a bit too much for the skin. After derma rollering I'd always use something very, very light. And nothing with any, you don't want anything, you know, with any perfume in. Also, just very quickly touching on moisturizers, try to avoid anything with too much perfume, and also with any alcohol, because that would dry the skin out. So you don't really, particularly if you've got, you know, more older, drier, maturer skin, you really don't want the skin to dry out. And there we go, that's moisturizers. So I've washed my skin, cleansed it, I've put some serum on, now I've applied my moisturizer, and the next stage, which is really important, is my SPF. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. Again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and please like, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.